my mother served a mission when she was young. She served in Sweden, and so did my dad. They have that story where they met, of course, there. But I always looked up to her a lot because she did serve, and I always felt like it played a really big role in the way that she raised our family, because she would talk about her mission experiences, and the gospel was the center of her life, and I just felt like she was an incredible mother because of the foundation that she built on her mission. And so I always had a goal that I wanted to serve a mission, and it was always something I desired to do. But I was in my sophomore year at BYU when President Monson changed the age. I was taking my car into the dealership, and I was just like sitting in the Toyota dealership watching conference on my laptop, and actually like the Wi-Fi freezed right before President Monson got up and made that announcement. And suddenly my aunt and other people started texting me and were like, "Are you gonna go, Allie?" And I had no idea what they were talking about. But then I just like walked around the corner, and conference had been already playing in the dealership, of course, because I was in Orem. And I heard it, and just like, I think I just started bursting out into tears because it was the coolest thing. I have a twin brother, and he had already been out for 6 months. And so if I left right away, then Christian and I would be able to overlap and wouldn't have to wait so long to see each other. So the decision was immediate. I knew that I wanted to serve. Why not? I was just so young. Like, what else was I supposed to do? There's such a good thing to be able to just do right away when you're young. I put my papers in a couple months later. I think the bigger decision for me was whether or not to serve right away, to leave like that immediate semester, or to like finish out the whole school year. And so that's really what I was like praying about, to decide, should I wait or should I stay? And then I had a bunch of health complications. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis when I was 11. And I was really frustrated because I knew that I was going to have to disclose all this information in this mission application. And in my eyes, I was like pretty healthy and doing pretty well. And so I just didn't want to have to like put all this junk on this application, because I knew it would affect where I was going to serve. And I went to the doctor, and I get along with most everyone, but I just did not get along with this doctor. We just like rubbed the wrong way. And she, of course, was the one who got to write the letter saying like, "Oh, send Allie to somewhere where there are state-of-the-art hospitals and facilities. She should not go to a foreign country or any third world country." And I was just like so irritated by that, because I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Like, I just want to go where the Lord wants me to go, and I don't want there to be any sort of confinement on this. Like, that's absurd. Let me just go where I'm supposed to go. But hands down, I know I was supposed to serve in the TSAM. And it was a blessing to serve in America, because I feel like there were strengths that I had that benefited people directly there. I love to communicate, and I like to have conversations with people, so it was a blessing that I could speak English right away. And there were people that we taught 3 weeks into my mission who were baptized and needed someone who could actually teach them and communicate with them in their native language, which was English for me. And so that was a blessing. And then I also felt really grateful to serve in the States, because I felt like an intern every time I went to Ward Council or interacted with the leaders of the church, because I had a bird's eye view of what it was like to be a leader here in America, to build the kingdom of God here. And I'm sure that you gain experience doing that in other countries as well. But I'm going to be living here in America when I'm raising my family and when I'm serving in my ward. And so it was really special for me to be able to learn what it was like to be the Relief Society president, interacting with the bishop, because I better understood what it was like to establish a ward here in America. I think that it's exciting because a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to go and I'm going to be able to see this great tourist place, and I'm going to go sightsee here, and I'm going to learn how to speak a language here and come back with all these souvenirs. But that's not what it's about at all. You get out there and you realize that you're less than the dust of the earth. You're just there to serve and learn and to grow. And while I'm sure the intimate details of serving in a various mission are different, you're doing the same thing. You're studying from Preach My Gospel. You're teaching the restoration, the plan of salvation, the gospel of Jesus Christ. You're scheduling appointments, knocking on doors, talking with everyone in the street, going to church. I mean, you're doing the same thing. It doesn't really matter where you serve. Even though I did feel like that's where God wanted me to serve, at the end of the day, like, you're just there to serve God, and He's gonna make use of you wherever you are.